Welcome to Collegiate R6 semifinals. Today I will be your caster. My name is Nyroc, and here are the map bans for CSULB and University of Houston. We got Clubhouse, Coastline, Oregon, and Consulate all out with Border, Villa, and Bank in. Now, Bank, it's a picture of Coastline, so I'm actually not sure what the third map will be, but we'll see whenever we get there. Now, Border is a map that a lot of teams are used to. It is one of the starter maps, excuse me. And it is a map that a lot of teams will have strats for. Uh, it's a good starter pick out of these three, and as you can see here, this is Border. A lot of the teams favor this map as everyone's comfortable with it. Now Villa, on the other hand, the second map, not every team knows. I know personally a few of the teams I played against or played with, no strats for Villa. A lot of people ban it immediately. It'll be very interesting to see as these teams are very skilled going into semifinals, as they will have strats for Villa or else it would have been banned out. So we'll see where those go. The match is starting. We'll start off with the ban phase as CSULB. Which attacker will they ban? I'm guessing they're going to ban Blackbeard. The Glass comes out as good ban, as there are a lot of long angles on Border that Glaz can hold from across the map, and that especially for the upstairs sites, Glaz can be all the way out on south side and be holding an angle straight into archives. So it is a great ban coming out from CSULB, really thinking about the map choice. Now Houston banning the attack phase, taking a little longer, maybe not sure which attacker to get out, maybe not agreeing. We'll see where this goes. The Jackal. Jackal ban is a great ban. Completely allows your team to roam, especially if you're starting on defense. Now CSULB is starting on defense, so we'll see. Houston might have stung themselves in the foot. They're banning a defender. Yeah, the Mira. Mira is a usual ban. She can hold a lot of angles on Border, and if a team doesn't have strats that play around not having a Mira, it's a good choice. CSULB coming out with the quick bans of Echo, having when the hard anchor's gone with only leaving Maestro, it really allows for different gameplay. Now, I'm not sure if Houston has a Maestro or an Echo player, if they target ban them, or if they just hate Echo. A lot of teams do hate Echo, as he can just deny a plant at 0 seconds and completely allow the team to win. Now these choices are interesting. The Caviar coming out from Strikeon, not a usual pick in Collegiate, but I've heard Strikeon can do some work with that Caviar though. We'll see. The Ying coming out from the attacking side. Ying Blackbeard, that is going to be hard to face off against, especially without a Jaeger. Like, Ying can go in there and completely clear out that site. What will a 6-pick 2 though? Getting rid of the Doc, I like it. The Jaeger, adding the Jaeger in, and the Dokkaebi replacing the Finka. Dokkaebi, Blackbeard, Ying, that is going to be very hard to play off against. Dokkaebi can keep those people still, Blackbeard can hold angles, and Ying can just wreck sight. So we'll see where this goes in this game. Round 1 on Border. Now it looks like we got the usual pick. We got a hard breacher, a soft breacher, and then you got the 3 fraggers on attack. And then on defense you have Maestro and maybe Legion anchoring. Legion also plays a good roam, but I know Caviera will be hard roaming with a Rook maybe holding those long angles that they can't challenge with Glaz anymore. And then getting rid of the Doc allows them to play the Jaeger, which will prevent those grenades. Maybe they counterpicked the Ying, but we will see whenever they play up. They are going into Archives Armory Hold here. Looks like a usual. They're reinforcing off servers. That is weird. I guess. Oh, they're going to be having the Jaeger play in there. That is really interesting. And then they're going to have reinforcing fountain. That's normal. If they had a Mira, that would make sense. But I guess they're going to be holding in fountain. A lot of teams do that, as it is. Fountain is a good spot to hold. It looks right into B and covers that entire east side of the map there. The attackers start off. Are there going to be any peaks or any? They watch for it. They cover their options. Some teams will start off with that early pick just to keep the momentum rolling, but it looks like UH is prepared for that, as they are watching their angles, making sure they don't get peaked at the start of the round. Looks like they going for Buck's gonna be pushing the east side here. Is he just going to push the door? Is the door is closed? They don't know he's there. Oh, he's gonna start off above Fountain here. Oh, we'll see. The Blackbeard's pushing into sight. He's not holding windows. He's instead in the building. We'll see. I guess he's gonna hold the east stairs and just look around. Just covering that hallway, making sure no one crosses by. Now, as they didn't, it looks like no one stuck with the server hold. I don't know what those reinforcements were aiming at, but it looks like they are holding off in Fountain like I thought. Now they are taking offices so fast right here. Nice frag on the Rook. Zelius takes it. Oh, Legion refrags him. Who will take it next? Oh, it looks like Legion's in a bit of... He's stuck in Fountain right now. The attackers have to pinch him. There's no way he can get out right here. Missing his shots. Oh, the grenade's coming in. Legion is having a hard time. This is going to be a struggle for Coma to get out of here. Inco, frag onto Karakaro. The Jaeger takes a kill. The Ying takes a kill. Back onto Coma. 3 versus 3. CSULB versus Houston. The attackers have office control. Will they push into B or will they clear it out farther? It looks like servers is clear, but they're watching that angle, making sure no one flanks around. Looking into B, waiting. They do not know he's behind archives. I'm not sure if they've been droning it. They have a drone in there. They're pushing archives rather hard. I'm not sure if they know the Jaeger's there. Looks like Maestro holding some long angles with his ACOG. When will Strikeon push behind? That is the question. He's been roaming down below for quite a while now. They're just holding angles into B. They know the Jaeger's there. They have to just wait for him to push out. 35 seconds left on the clock. They do not have diffuser. They need to go grab that and then push into sight. 28 seconds left. They're opening it up for Thermite to come in. Oh, interesting. They don't want the Maestro to kill the Thermite, so they opened a safer hole for him. Now it looks like Jesus has an angle onto the Jaeger. Jaeger does not know he's pushing. Oh, the Jaeger frags him. Inco taking out Jesus. 3 versus 2 in Defender's favor. Frisky is down. Defenders have this round. If they cannot get off this plant, the Ying has to make a move. Ah, nice round coming out from CSLUB, taking the very first round against Houston. Now, winning this site, I'm guessing they're going to go down and hold Workshop, as that is usually a typical Defender hold here. It looks like there will be a rehost coming out. Maybe there was internet issues. I do not have audio right now, so I do not know the specifics of the rehost, but we'll just wait for the rehost to be done, and while I do that, starting up into round 2, let's rewind so we get a few of the more what we get to see what they pick. Round 2, CSUB versus Houston. CSUB will stay on that defense as they have 4 rounds of defense, sorry, to start off with. It looks like the same Cav pick coming out. They didn't do very much in the last round, but having that option late game is very useful. They're coming out with the Pulse. Looks like they're going to be holding, maybe the Pulse is going to be holding above if they're picking Workshop. We will see. Blackbeard, Thatcher, Maverick. Maverick's kind of interesting on border. I feel like Maverick might be the 6th pick here. Thatcher and Thermite are very necessary. Which will be the 6th pick on the attacking team? It looks like the Pulse changed to the Maestro. They're going with that hard anchor. It looks like from everyone else, they needed that hard anchor. Bandit, Jaeger can all roam pretty, but they can also play anchor. The Maverick coming out as the 6th pick, like I predicted. 6th pick on the Maverick. Honestly, these plays from UH are very unexpected, but they may just work. 6th pick on the Maverick, a beautiful choice from the Maverick option. It really allows you to have more options. Speaking of Maverick, like I was sort of saying, he doesn't work on Workshop if they are preparing for a Workshop ventilation attack. But Maverick can really, if they take bathroom control, they have free sightlines onto Workshop. So it might be them hard picking. That Maverick will have to push bathroom. Maybe he's opening up from above. We'll see. It looks like they don't have a shotgun in play. So they won't be opening up above unless they have breaching charges coming out from the Thatcher. We will see. Looks like a nice wall here. As we get onto the defenders, we got the Maestro just doing his thing. Maestro's going to be holding on site. Strikeout's getting his reinforcements out before he starts the roam. I assume Strikeout's going to be holding upstairs roam, but he could be holding in Visa. We will have to see here though, as it looks like they will have defenders holding up from above to prevent that vertical play. It's interesting though, Houston didn't bring anything to play for that vertical play. Are they just gonna push hard bathroom with the Maverick and the Thermite? We'll have to see. They spawned front, but with the Thermite spawning northeast side, sorry. Looks like the Thermite will be pushing bathrooms. We'll have to see. Watching for those peaks. Not putting on the shield yet, interesting. Usually the shield can counter peaks. I usually, as a Blackbeard main myself, I usually put on the shield right as the round starts. In case I do have to challenge a peaker, I still have that extra defensive option in front of my face. It is literally a shield in front of your face. It is a very strong tool. They have top banded it off to completely prevent that Thermite. Now the Maverick can push from above. We'll have to see which kind of play they're going with here, as they don't have many soft breachers to even play from above. Unless they want to take control from above and then push down from there. We'll have to see what happens in the next 2 minutes and 5 seconds. They have control of servers. Looking into just watching the hallway, making sure no one crosses by. They're pinging out, so they know people are in Armory right now. They know there are at least 2 in Armory. I assume that drone. Interesting pings. There's no one pushing them. Don't exactly know why they pinged it, but we'll see what they play off it. Maybe for the Blackbeard, so he knows exactly which angles to hold. Blackbeard just holding that angle, waiting for a cross. There we go. The Thermite is pushing the bathroom. It looks like there's no one. The bandit is not down below. They cannot bandit trick this. They have bathroom wide open here. The Dokebee's just going to push into Armory. Phones are ringing, I believe. Dokebee's looking around. They do not have active pings. All drones are out right now. Dokebee making fire random shots. The Jaeger takes out the Blackbeard. No, the Jaeger takes out the Thermite from above. Beautiful kill. Valkyrie taking out Caro. Frisky taking out Smash. Frisky taking out Coma. Absolutely trash taking out Zealous. This round is popping off real fast. 3 versus 2. Defenders favor. They have upstairs control. Blackbeard and Thatcher. Now they just have to. They have 30 seconds to push downstairs. We'll see where this goes from here. Blackbeard making sure no one flanks behind. They still have that Cav to worry about. That Cav is a terrifying force, as they have to be constantly on their toes the entire round until that Cav is out. Taking out the cam in hallway just now. They know where the Cav is. They have active pings. Except the Cav's been rotating. Oh, looking the wrong way. And Blackbeard is in a battle with Cav. Whose aim will win this one out? This is just a matter of aim. Except the Blackbeard has a shield, so he can take 1 extra shot to the head. That Cav pistol, though. Really a force to reckon with. Defenders win. Time goes down. Attackers cannot push site. Very interesting. I do not know why they didn't bring a soft breacher. Especially with such a force on upstairs. And interesting that the Jaeger took a frag early on the Thermite, holding that upstairs. It was... Oh no, the Bandit was upstairs. That is totally my bad. The Bandit was the one upstairs fragging. And the Jaeger was down below in workshop. That makes more sense. But with such a hard push on the upstairs site, it seems they should have brought a soft breacher, but maybe they're learning their lesson. We'll see. Looks like the only soft breacher here is Ash. Maybe Twitch. They're going to be running customs. Soft breaching isn't necessarily as important. They can hold in servers though. I'm guessing the pulse switching off to the Maestro. Smart. No 6-pick for the 6-pick from Dokkaebi to Monty. Very interesting. It looks like they might just go for a plant in window. They might be guessing either for tellers. They can only go tellers or customs. either way, Monty is a very good site for these downstairs holds, as you just open up one side and you're in the building. Now it looks like usual picks for the defenders. You got the Cav, you got the Maestro, you got the Bandit, Legion, and Rook. Those are picks that they've been sticking with, maybe switching around the Rook for the Jaeger, the Bandit for the Jaeger. But that Legion will be able to hold all these different entries into building, be able to cover down hallways. That is very good options for the defense. That's Cav, just such a force on defense. Not really getting too many frags, but having the attackers constantly check their backs is really wasting the time of the attackers. And it's such a defensive heavy game that Cav is doing its job. Attackers coming out with 2 hard breachers. I guess allowing the 2 hard breachers, they can push either side, bring the Twitch to maybe take out the gadgets, such as the bandits, and just allowing them to push into whichever angle or pinch angles much easier, bringing out those 2. And then the Monty just there to get that plant off. That Monty is very useful for getting intel, moving into the building, and then obviously for the plant. And then Ash, just a main fragger. If your aim is on point, Ash is a good way to go, as you can frag out for your team, and if you really need those kills. The Bandit trick coming out from the Bandit. The Habana and Thermite go off at the same time. The Bandit gets both of them. What great plays from Abs coming out. Completely preventing that wall, wasting 1 Cairo, 1 X Kairos, and 1 Thermite charge. Great plays. Rook taking an early frag onto UH's Ash. They have a hole opened up in Passport straight into Visa. We'll see the Monty's just waiting for that window, making sure A is clear. There's no way he'll hop in here without intel, though, is my guess. But he droning it out, seeing if it's clear. The Twitch has the diffuser, though. Is the Twitch... I'm not sure if there's people pushing from above. They're just holding that angle, see if they can get any frags to make it even, so they have a better chance. They still got the Cav holding up above. And offices just waiting for that late flank. The Maestro is pinned down. They're getting the active pings on the Maestro. It looks like the Legion has active pings too. Monty cannot push. They have to clear up above. This push is taking... They don't not have a single safe place inside the building except Passport right now. And there's 1 minute 10 seconds left on the clock. What will UH do in this scenario, honestly? They get the frag on a Strikeon. That is a huge play. Now they don't have to worry about the roam. Now if they can just clear out from above, UH has a chance into pushing into a Visa. They have the Twitch up above with breaching charges. That is very good, as they can just soft breach and get those free frags. They're all pushing up above. This is beautiful. They finally decide to make the push up above. Frisky gets another one into NKO. 2K coming out from Frisky. Just holding these angles. They have 30 seconds. The attackers have advantage, but defenders can just wait out that time. Maestro is down, though. The only hard anchor here is now Legion, but Rook can hold those long angles. Habana just pushing this angle, waiting for someone to peek out. It looks like we have 1 attacker in A, and then the other 2 are just playing safe. Legion takes out the Twitch, the top fragger as of the moment. Coma takes out Jesus. Coma takes out his teammate. What is going on? 5 seconds left. Monty has to push the Legion. 5. Oh, Coma takes out Zealous. Absolutely Trash takes out Caro. Caro, nice round for CSULB, as it is 3-0 versus Houston. Now I will skip forward a little bit just so we can get Houston on defense. And it changes up the casting maybe a little bit, because as the usual picks are coming out from CSULB. Alright, it looks like UH is... Oh, UH took a round. Hold on. UH took a round. I'm going back. Oh. Okay, this looks like a good round too. Alright, here we go. 4-0 versus UH. CSULB is destined to take this game, or... what's the word for it? They're in the driver's seat. If they just take 2 more rounds, they take this game here. It looks like the usual picks are coming out from CSULB, and Houston is bringing the Ying again, bringing in a Q, maybe preparing for that Valkyrie pick this time. Maybe the Valk did work. We'll have to see. Coma his aim has been on point, as he is doing very well for the defensive side right now. as that IQ is hopefully going to hard counter that Valkyrie. Now it looks like they're holding in Workshop again. Are they going to go for a bathroom pick, or are they going to clear out up top like they did last time? Now last time the problem was they cleared out top too slow. It took them too long and they just ran out of time and they lost too many men. They lost too many players trying to push that downstairs site. Now, are they going to put more pressure on that upstairs site? We will have to see here. That Bandit placing those early charges up top, maybe not planning on Bandit tricking. We'll have to see. You got attackers watching for peeks again. There has yet to be a peek on the defensive side, but those attackers are always ready. It's good to play it like that. And you don't know what the defense is gonna do. Looks like the Ying is going straight for the up above push. Is Dokkaebi going to push from servers, or is she just going to go straight in? She's just going to go straight into Passport. Never mind. She just opened up Passport, just checking an angle, maybe making noise to distract some defenders. We'll have to see which way they decide to push from. Now I'm interested to see. The IQ just rushes straight into sight. I'm not sure if they had a drone, but the IQ had the diffuser. What? No smoke grenades out. What is the UH? Interesting plays here. It could have worked if they had smoke maybe to cover it, but they maybe just wanted the plant unnoticed. That was very interesting. IQ just rushing into sight. Maybe they had to go for some oddball plays to maybe get these kills. The Rook takes out the Thermite. How are they going to bring back this round? The Maestro is down. The Dokkaebi does not know. Ringing those phones. We will have to see which way they push from. Ying still pushing upstairs. Twitch taking out the down Maestro. Holy frisky. Amazing frag. Knowing that, using that game knowledge to say, hey, that Maestro's down. I got a few Twitch shots left. Let's get this frag. No, the team kill from Karo onto Frisky. It is a 2v4. What is happening right now? It looks like I just now noticed this. The defense did not bring the Cav this time. They have the Rook down. Karo does not know. Oh, NKO taking out Karo. It's a 4 versus 1. AKA0 has to clutch this round. 4 versus 1. Strikeon is down. He does not know. It is a Ying though. Ying, I believe he can bring this round back. Ying, with those Candelas, you can completely clear rooms, completely clear objective. Looks like Jaeger might be going for a run out. No, Jaeger's just holding that window angle. Oh, he knows the Jaeger's position. Watching that window. Takes down one. It is now a 1v2. What are they doing? It is a 1v1. Rook is down. It's 15 seconds left on the clock. All the Ying has to do is get one more frag. The Ying takes it. 4 versus 1. UH versus CSUOB. That was amazing. AKA 0. Amazing Ying play coming out. Knowing that he's probably going to be holding up from above. Maybe getting those calls from teammates. Amazing round coming out from AKA 0. Now, we will be switching sides here, as now UH is on the defensive side, and CSULB is on the attacking side. Now, it looks like they go our typical defensive hold, except the Cav again. Both these teams like that Cav pick. They have a Maestro, have that anchor, get rid of the Cav. They're switching things up a bit. That was a random on Capcan. Now, I do not know what's happening with Karo. Maybe he was AFK for a second. He just got random. I'm guessing he might 6-pick because he was that AFK. Maybe they don't get that option now. We'll have to see which side they take it. Legion 6-picked onto the Cav. They wanted to hide that Cav, I'm guessing. Nice choice from IQ switching off to that Thatcher. They have that IQ to counter the Valk if it was picked. So it was just a nice choice switching off to Thatcher, taking out. They're like, hey, maybe they don't have a Valk. Let's play it safe and just go with the Thatcher pick. Nice choices coming out from the defense. Capcan and Cav, not usual picks. I will say that. Very different. But it might just work. As you can see, the Cav's been working on CSULB. The Capcan will be able to put them in those doors. Maybe maybe take off half the health of an attacker who's just not ready, or maybe in the last seconds we'll have to see what that Kapkan does. Now Kapkan's gun is good. Um, just an interesting pick, sticking with it from the random choice. Now the Rook is holding in servers. Will he go for a peek? Rook tearing out the door. He might just go for a peek here onto the west side spawn. Cav runs out. Whoa! Cav ran out south side. They were totally ready for it. Cav is down. Cav is dead. Smash Diddy taking on to Zealous, saying, "You cannot run out here. We are ready. We play ranked. We know what we're doing." Capcan just holding that east side. Cav, interesting choice. As CSULB took a Cav more of a slow, late flank approach. Interesting. Interesting ADS gun coming out from Jesus, but we'll have to see where this round goes, as it's a 5v4. Houston putting themselves on this disadvantaged early game. Weird. Usually Cav's gun is not one to run out with, but they went with it. Have the Jaeger ADSs typically in the armory hole just to prevent those maybe Candelas or maybe flashbangs, whatever, preventing all grenades from going through that door and going for a smoke plant. It's smart having the Jaeger there. Now it is very close to the wall that is not banded, so they don't even need a Thatcher. It's still it was more of a safe pick, but now the Thatcher can be used on the Jaegers, and the Kapkan shots, so Thatcher's just an all-around great operator with his utility. Similar to Jackal, if you don't know which operator to pick for utility, Thatcher and oh no! AKA taking it out from the long angle, taking it onto the Bana while she's placing down her Kairos. They do not have a hole into sight. That Thermite is going to have to push up. Rook is down. Do they know? I'm sure they know. Maybe she's going to fire impacts. That Thermite pushes up knowing that the Rook is down. He cannot hold that angle anymore. Thermite crawls under the X-Kairos hole as they open up that door. Now they have complete armory wall open. And they got the Thatcher in there to take out the ADSs. Now there are no smokes on the attacking side. The Rook is still down. They're still waiting for the Rook, and they take it out. 4v2 CSULB. Coma taking out AKA 0. NKO taking out Kara 4v1 for CSULB. Frisky just pushing up west stairs. Diffuser is planted. He just has to take this slow. Maybe get one frag after another, and then defuse. There's no way he can do this without fragging out. Nice shot from Strikeon onto Frisky. That is attacking round. One more round for CSULB, and they take it against UH. Very nice shot. And very nice skin, too, I should mention. I like that gun skin. Match point for California. Looks like they're going Armory Lockers again. They were confident with their pick. They're going to rerun it. Frost. Maybe Caro likes his trap operators. I'm not judging. I love trap operators. It is just very interesting picks for high level play. A lot of people are usually ready for traps as they've been dealing with them for so long. Stream seems to have frozen. My internet may have. No, it's not. No, I'm good. There we go. Strikeon playing the Finka. Six picking the Blitz to the Thatcher. Maybe trying to counterpick the attacking side. I mean the defending side with that Thatcher. The Finka pick. Very interesting coming out from Strikeon. Finka is such a team player though. If you all are pushing site, if the attackers are pushing site, Finka can just change the momentum. That tide can just shift. And Finka can just push in so hard. Interesting pick, sticking with the Frost. Now they did bring a Valkyrie, and they did not stick with the IQ choice this time, so maybe that Valkyrie will change up the round. We'll have to see. Valcam in offices right now, completely holding that side. We'll have to see which way this round turns. Looks like a typical defensive hold. The Frost maybe placing his traps in a few off spots, but placing them under windows. Interesting there. The Rook goes for the peek again on West side. Interesting that UH is so aggressive on the defense after it didn't work the last round, but we'll have to see. They did not do a cav run out, which I think was a better choice for Houston, but looks like attackers just have to clear out that armory wall and do their thing. This seems like a typical push. Long angle coming out from absolutely trash straight into computers. Rook versus Thermite. Interesting little fight here. Rook run Rook runs out for a second to maybe challenge that angle. Interesting. He's trying to get a different spot because the Thermite he knows is watching that window. 2 minutes 15 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for the attackers to just get those frags. It looks like the Rook has a little bit of damage taken on him from the Thermite. As it looks like Zofia is going to be pushing east stairs and into offices. Claymore, in case they cover that run out, are they going to try to push the archives wall or are they just going to pinch both walls? Who has the diffuser? The Thermite has the diffuser. They're going to push archives hard. They're not even trying for armory. That is interesting. They won last round pushing armory. Now they're going to win pushing, or now they're trying to win pushing archives. Changing up their defense quite, changing up their attack quite single-handedly. Like, I guess they want to throw off the defenders. Early pick onto the Valk. Legion is down. What is happening? Thermite's dead. Sophia's dead. Nice frags for AKA. Zealous leaves the game, maybe lags out. They pick up the Legion. It is a 4v3 in Houston's favor. Holding that angle. They know they're going for our archives push. They do not have enough time to switch it up. Nice frag from AK onto Smash. Long angle with that ACOG. Nice Rook pick, honestly. On this site, Rook is so good. NKO having to push offices. He has the diffuser. They have 45 seconds left on the clock. What is he going to do in this situation? Finka pushing up other west side, maybe to hope for a pinch. Finka clearing out the downstairs. Some tags onto Rook. Rook is down. Okay, 2 versus 3. CSULB is Houston's favor. My bad. Strakion maybe in some lag spikes. Enko down. Coming out from Karo. Karo, nice kill. Coming out from the Frost. Zealous returns. Comes back in. It is a 1v3. 10 seconds left on the clock. This Finka has to push. I don't think they can take it. Nice frag from Strakion. Does not. Strikeout did not have diffuser. JSOS just had to hide out. Nice round coming out from Houston. Completely changing it up as they were ready for an armory push that time, but they had to change mid-round as they got pushed in archives really fast and they lost a few early. They had CSULB had a few early picks and they took out that Valk, but they managed to bring it back. That was a very, very good round played from UH. Now it looks like they're going to be going ventilation workshop, bringing that smoke shotgun, I assume, for that nice vertical play and rotations. We'll have to see which. Looks like normal attackers coming out, 2 hard breachers, 3 hard breachers coming out on attack, bringing the Dokubi. Maybe they're planning on hiding something on attack with that Doke. Karo commenting on the weather outside. That's probably why the Zealous lagged out earlier. I know how that feels. That 6 pick coming out from the Dokubi, not wanting to reveal the Thatcher. And it is interesting. A lot of teams will choose to hide the Thatcher, so maybe it's like, hey, we can't counter a bandit, so maybe bring a bandit. So it is interesting that they think that way. It is a very smart play on CSULB's part. Karo typing. Also, I was looking at Karo. I'm like, what's he doing? And then he was just typing. I was like, why is he not reinforcing that wall? He was just kind of staring at it. 2 bathroom walls still have to be reinforced. Jasus comes in. Yeah, they can get those bathroom walls reinforced. Are they going to have? This is the first workshop hold I've seen from Houston coming out this map, so we'll have to see which way it goes. The Valkyrie's going to be throwing an early cam out onto north side, maybe watching for that northwest window downstairs into ventilation. We'll have to see. Interesting, as no one's holding really an army, I guess they're going to have the dock holding from archives, holding a long angle. It might be a smart option coming out from Houston. And definitely an interesting play. Looks like CSULB is going to clear top first with that Buck, Thatcher, and Thermite. They're just going to take open that armory wall with the Thermite and Thatcher. Oh, early pick, aka nice frag onto absolute trash, just completely taking out that Thermite. Wow, what a shot. Jeez, hold on. That was beautiful. Oh no, that was the Valkyrie. Dang. Nice shot coming out from the Valkyrie. Long angle too. Completely taking out that Thermite. I guess he was on his drone and he just couldn't react in time. That is a very good pick, as it'll be much harder to push site. They do still have the Abana, they do still have the Maverick, but Thermite is still an important role on any team. Clearing out. Oh, they know he's behind small wall. Oh, taking him down to 5 HP in KO, taking out the Valkyrie. Beautiful kill. 4 versus 4. CSUB now has top control. It looks like no one on Houston dock rotated back down. No one's holding up above. That is interesting. If they have above control with this 1 minute and 30 seconds, they have huge favor for winning this round. As long as they play their cards right and get those frags, they can do this. They have the Buck playing up above. I assume they just droned out archives. They're doing very well. Resetting the Thatcher, smart plays as he was at such low HP. Plenty of time left on the clock too. The Thatcher just gets to go and hold that front wall angle. He does have diffuser. He's going to have to push inside after the people up top clear out those frags. We're just going to have to see which way, what they decide to do right here. Droning it out. Is he planning on pushing into B? Maybe, do you think that should take out the legions? Except a dock run out from other side of the map. Very interesting. 30 seconds left on the clock. Thatcher jumps in. He has diffuser. Will he go for the plant? Behind the reinforced wall. They're going to have to push him through that impact. But the people up above are watching his flank. He's got the diffuser down. Placing the claymore, doing the hold. That is very risky. Legion taking out the frag onto NKO. Coma, fragging onto Frisky. Just holding up those above angles. Legion kills Smash from above. Why did he lay down? Legion taking out Coma. Zealous is on a roll. He's going to go for the defuse. It's just Maverick. He knows he's defusing. Oh, he faked it. Oh, Zealous taking out Strikeon. Nice round from UA. Nice round from Zealous. 1 HP remaining. Beautiful round. He completely saved that round for UH. It is now a 5-3. CSULB had favor of straight up 6-1ing this team, and it is now a 5-3. They can totally bring this back. This is beautiful. Match point still for CSULB. They have to clutch it out soon or it's going to go into overtime. Interesting pick from defense. I'm guessing they're going to stick with that Valkyrie. That Valkyrie has been doing work. Getting that early frag on absolute trash. Completely changing up how the attackers were pushing. Frisky playing the castle. Very interesting pick. They're holding customs. Castle is very important for holding some of these angles on customs. Prevents the attackers from pushing. 6 pick from the Buck onto the Sophia. A lot more utility. Buck has more of the soft destruction from above, so it is an interesting pick onto the Sophia, but maybe it's a comfort pick. Keeping with the clash, Castle looks like will not be changing off. No 6 picks on Houston's side. Sticking with the clash though. Very interesting choice. A lot of teams, especially in Collegiate that I've noticed, don't run clash. So it is very fun to see clash players play well and utilize that. We'll have to see how Zealous does here, as he was just fragging out on the Legion. Interesting giving him a shield now instead of Legion's gun. No bandit coming out from Houston though, so they'll just have to have a mute jammer on that side wall, but they're bringing a Thatcher. We'll have to see how that goes. Usually a bandit trick is very safe in that situation, but they're just trying to, I guess this is their strat. They're running with it. I'm very much appreciate different strats. Definitely can, random strats can really throw off attackers too. If they don't expect something, then their attack can completely change. Like if they're so used to playing the same defense over and over, their attack will be set out. But now if the defenders change things up with a Frost and a Clash and a Castle, how are they going to counter that? Now they did bring a Zofia for the Castle. I'm now starting to realize that instead of the Buck for that soft destruction above, that Zofia will be able to take out the Castle quite easily. Same with the Ashe. Like that Castle shouldn't be a problem in this matchup unless one of them gets fragged. Now they are just going to, they're waiting for the Thatcher to get over to this wall, as they were just going to open it up with the X-Kairos here. Mute can't do anything about it. They're just going to have to wait it out. Yeah, they're waiting for that Thatcher to just throw one over. There we go. And now they have entire west wall opened up. Interesting bringing that Mute. That Clash just holding that south pedestrian customs door, preventing that push. That is very important. Is that that room right there? If Clash can take control of that, they can't really push site at all from that angle. Now the Clash did back off. That is interesting. Maybe expecting a rush from the Zofia, or maybe because that west wall was opened up, Clash just has to play safer in case they push in. Nice frag from Jesus on Tacoma through the X-Kairos hole. Very nice. Looks like the Thermite did not let off his charge right there. Just the X-Kairos. Interesting. Maybe saving it for some of the... Maybe saving it for a different side of the objective. That is very interesting coming up from the Thermite. They have top floor control almost too easily. Not a single defender holding up here. If they can just start blowing open that floor, now Thatcher brought Claymores and not breaching charges, but the Habanas got it covered. Beautiful plays. A lot of Habanas choose to bring the flashbangs to maybe clear out ADSs, but nice thinking about the objective and what they can do with those breaching charges there. Just holding angles from above is a 5v4. Nice frag onto the mute. It's 4v4. From Smash, one Frost Trap down. Thatcher's in sight. Hold on. They can go for a plant in this window. If they can take out this Valkyrie, they have a free plant in the window. They know the Valkyrie's there. What are they doing? Frisky taking out absolute trash. Valkyrie taking out Smash. And now using the Deagle. 3 seconds left. UH will take this round. Strikeon taking out AKA 0, but just cannot clutch it out. Not enough time. UH is completely bringing this back. From what looked like CSULB's destruction on border, UH is really putting up a fight. This is great changes of pace for UH, and that Clash was putting in work, completely preventing a push onto site. Beautiful plays. And that Valkyrie holding off on that west wall was just so... They knew she was there, and they couldn't take her out. That Valkyrie saved that round, honestly. Bring out the Frost again. Maybe Karakaro... I know he loves his trap operators. That is just very interesting that they're sticking with it. Even though they know the enemy team will be ready for it, they're sticking with it. Zealous now on the Valkyrie. AK and Zealous switching off from Anchor to Valk. Very interesting. No clash this time. Second floor armory. I like these strats coming out from UH. They're really adapting to what CSULB is doing on attack. CSULB still has been a match point for 3-4 rounds in a row now. This is crazy. UH just will not let them close it out. I'm just going to quickly scroll here. I just realized I have been recording for 45 minutes. CSUOB 3v1 versus Houston. Legion takes a frag. 30 seconds left on the clock. Absolutely trashed. Finally takes out Frisky. CSUOB closes it out after 4 gruesome rounds of UH holding on. UH could have brought that back. That was an intense game. Great round from CSUOB. On to the next map. Beautiful play. Honestly, this can go either way. This will be all for my VOD casting. I will send this. Hopefully I did well. This is a fun match to cast, as I casted most of it. And I'm very excited to get this opportunity, so thank you.